सूरज देख रुक गया, तेरे आगे झुक गया है। सूरज देख रुक गया, तेरे आगे झुक गया है। जब कभी ऐसे कोई मस्ताना निकले है अपनी धुन में दीवाना, शाम सुहानी बन जाते हैं दिन इंतजार के। ओ राही ओ राही ओ राही ओ राही। Keep joining. Good evening, all of you. जाना नहीं तो कहीं हार के, कांटों पे चल के मिलेंगे साए बहार के। जाना नहीं तो कहीं हार के, कांटों पे मिलेंगे साए बहार के। How are you all? Festival time is over and now back to studies. Okay, so we are just together. Very quick paper discussion, quality good paper discussion is going on here right now for the first exam of GST. Already so many of you have written eight chapter wise exams are over for income tax. That is DT, head wise separate and then clubbing, set off and a few topics, though they are very small, but you cannot leave it because it comes in question number 1. So all that we have covered up in the DT exam. Right now, GST, this is the first exam. So the live paper correction is done. Question paper is already given to you on the last Sunday. And coming Sunday, the paper is set for time of supply and value of supply. Every Sunday, if you write GST exam, upload it in concept classes exams @gmail.com. And we will also check your paper and give you an overview, but you have to correct it live along with us. So ready to start? Question paper is already there for today in the Telegram and Challengers group. Okay, one or two more announcements for the upcoming December and January attempt. GST batches already started, but from tomorrow, Monday, that is 4th of November, we are doing the procedural topics, that is registration, the tax invoice, e-way bill, and then we will be doing the exemptions, then we will be doing the tax payable problem, output minus input. So still you have a chance to join the live batch 11 to 1:30 every day, and you will get recording for the first 4 topics which are over. Okay, right? So all details are there in the community. Also check up costing. Also very good compiler is available. One shot. It is having all the theory questions, all the formulas, and application based questions of the past exam, CA, CMA, all. So go for the compiler along with the practice batch. You can also join the test series, and any time, whether you join this or not, if you are writing the exam and if you have a doubt, post your doubt in the number I'm writing here. Just click the picture, write the topic and subject name properly. We'll surely clear it. There are offline batches starting from Monday, online GST batches going on. So sometimes I may take 24 hours time, but it's a promise. If you have a doubt and if I can help you for DT, IDT and your costing, nothing like that. Okay. Yeah. Immediately after this class, we are doing a Zoom session with those students who need help one-on-one on how to prepare or where to join the articleship. No recording, nothing will go on, so that freely you can discuss exactly where you are stuck up. Okay, right. Hearty congratulations to so many of the students who have cleared. I can say one thing. Last I took costing batch, then I took DTIDT practice batch. Those who are committed to attend the classes daily, automatically they'll see teachers hard work, not me, any other teachers also doing very hard work, and then you will automatically perform very well. Only thing is You have to start attending the classes every day in a committed way, wherever you join. Okay, chalo, to shuru karte hain. We are discussing the first paper of the GST. That's for chotu topics, but very important. Chapter 1, some theory questions are asked. Some MCQs are asked based on 101 amendment in the Constitution, 246A article, and like that. And from question number 2, what is supply, parameters of supply, composite and mixed supply, they'll give you cases. Okay, is this supply covered in the schedule 3 negative list or schedule 2 goods or services, or how deemed supply, right? And then chapter 3, that is talking about basically RCM. So many times under RCM, the recipient should pay the tax under 9394, e-commerce operator, right? Okay. And in the chapter 3 only, you have composition levy. So the person who is going for composition, up to what turnover can he go? If he opts in, what he has to do, he has to reverse the ITC. If he opts out, he can take the ITC. And while he is in composition, he can give little services. That's the amazing repeatedly asked question. Now, I'm not here to teach you. Subscribe to the channel, because honestly, you can see last more than 750 videos are uploaded. Maximum videos are live like this. You ask me a doubt and I'll make a doubt snippet. And request upcoming is to solve the September attempt question paper ki where you went wrong, and even the June 24 exam paper. Students want me to solve, I'll definitely solve that. Okay, just give me 1 week's time so that we all come in the rhythm, right? Good evening, all of you. If you're watching this live, do wish here good evening, and let me also know who all have joined live. Aajao. Hope you have this question paper. This is available in the Concept Classes app, in the Telegram, everywhere. Telegram link is there in the description below if you want to join the one-on-one mentorship after this, today only. Okay? Aajao, chalo. First, I have given the MCQs. MCQs are asked in the CMA exam and CA exam also MCQs, but case scenario based are asked. Okay. So select the correct options given below. Okay. When did GST come into effect? So 1st July 2017, only in Jammu and Kashmir it came from 7th July 2017. So that's the answer for this. What is the monetary limit of gift? Repeatedly asked question. Gift from employer to employee, it will not be treated as supply under GST if the gift value is up to 50,000. Had it been income tax, dear student, this limit is 5,000. Employer can give to employee up to 5,000 exempt. 8,000 है तो मैम 5 तो exempt करो, ऐसे नहीं होता. Everything will become taxable. Clear? Right. Composite supply is a supply made by composition dealer, non-taxable supplier, taxable supplier, goods and service provider. This is like he will be taxable supplier, but he will not be able to issue the tax invoice if he wishes to go for composition. But there's no concept called as composition dealer. He will be taxable. Composite dealer is a taxable supplier, but he is not allowed to issue tax invoice. Okay. The tax application to interstate supplies will be, okay, when you do interstate sales, what do you charge? IGST. When you do within the state, what do you charge? CGST and SGST. Which one of the following shall not be treated as supply? Okay, in supply we have schedule 3 where they say if you sell someone land, you know, after the certificate of completion is ready, house is ready, and then you sell it, a flat or a house or a building, then definitely it is sale of land. Okay, so sale of land is not treated as supply. Otherwise, rental is very well supply of services, lease is supply of services, license is supply of services. See, there's schedule 1, which is talking about 4 cases of deemed supply. GST is super duper scoring at inter level, not because I am discussing the paper, I am saying actually. So these are the four special cases which are treated as deemed supply. Second thing is Schedule 2. So Schedule 2, what will come? In the Schedule 2, whether this is supply of goods or services. And the Schedule 3 is negative list, like crematorium services, actionable claims other than betting, gambling. ये सब पे GST नहीं लगता. Employer rendering services to employee, no GST. Yeah. In the same way, in Schedule 3, it is given that if there is a sale of land, there's no GST on that. It is still covered in state stamp duty. Is this clear to all of you? 5 MCQs are over. Check. You want me to send the PDF in challenges and Telegram to Karisek? Huh? Yes. Are you all very clear? Okay. So these are the simple MCQs which are asked, and for that, rather than studying the whole GST, like I was teaching the registration part, so I was checking that registration also you should know section 22, 24, voluntary and compulsory registration. Then procedural part, just check and know. You cannot memorize. So there are some ways to study income tax and GST. That's why I prefer for once at least take systematic coaching if you have not taken. Okay? Right. Once again, I'm saying after this class, immediately I'll be putting in the Telegram and on my this challengers number 9290065156. Put me, message me, I'll send you the Zoom meeting ID. No recording is there and no live streaming, nothing. It's one-on-one session with students who really need help. Exactly where you need help, I'll be helping you. Okay, that will be around 5:30 ये अभी होने के बाद. Okay, right. Next MCQ is, anyone is having any doubt, then comment below please. किसी को कोई भी डाउट है तो कमेंट करो. Right. And have you written the exam, those who are checking? Because so many of you have already messaged me in the challenges. Yes, ma'am, we have written the exam. The rate of tax shall be notified under CGST. Yeah, by central government. GST rates kahan declare hote hain? Central government, state government, council. Central government with the recommendations by GST council. Like recently they said that softy ice cream is not a milk product, because in softy ice cream more than 60% is the content of sugar. So definitely it's not a milk product, and GST will not be 5 or 6%, whatever is on milk product, it will be 18%. So obviously with the discussion with the GST council, the central government will decide the rates of the CGST, and same will be the SGST. और अगर interstate है तो अगर ये 9% है तो IGST will be how much, dear students? 18%. Okay. RCM, they are never going to ask you the whole table. So no need to learn. Ki ma'am, who are the people who are paying tax as RCM? Advocate rendering the service to a company, all these service providers, director giving service to a body corporate, like that. So GTA service provided to individual, not registered under GST and not a business entity. In this case, who is liable to pay the GST? GTA himself, supplier. Ma'am, you have taught us that GTA is covered under RCM at the rate of 5% when transport services rendered to a partnership firm, a company. So they will pay the GST at the rate of 5%. But if GTA is rendering the service to an individual consumer, he's shifting his house luggage, cargo from, say, karte hai na, movers and packers from Hyderabad to Mumbai. So then we will be paying forward charge mein hi 12%. I'm again repeating, GTA mein RCM is applicable if this side it is the partnership firm, company and all. Otherwise, forward charge is only applicable. Sponsorship services provided by Mr. X to XYZ Limited. In this case, who is liable? If sponsorship services provided by individual to a company, then company will pay the GST under RCM basis. Even though company is paying, can they take input tax credit? Answer is yes. Okay. Dealers are not eligible for opting composition scheme. Who? Exporters, importers, interstate suppliers, and those who are liable to remit on RCM basis, or manufacturing dealers. See, if you do interstate sales, you cannot go for composition. Is this clear? Yeah. Hello, Palak. Hope you all are doing the paper correction, watching the class live now. In case of composite supply, you remember composite supply, it's a bundled service where one is the main service. For example, with this, I get the charger, but main is this digital marker pen. Charger is not main. So whatever is the GST rate on the principal item, that rate will charge. Instead of composite, if it is a mixed supply, like in the Diwali festival, we make hampers of dairy milk chocolates and mixtures and snacks of haldirams and rasgulla and all. So different items are having different rate. So if you make a hamper and sell, that's called as mixed supply. It's not naturally bundled. You have made a hamper. So on that hamper, GST will be charged at highest rate. One product is also at 24%, the whole list will go into 24%. I hope I'm doing revision also with the paper correction, and that's helpful to you. That composite supply, it is chargeable under principal, and mixed supply, it is chargeable at highest rate. You can scribble if you have taken a printout of this question paper. If you have registered for the test series and you have laptop access, you can download the paper, take a printout. Okay, right. Next, I asked you 7 marks question on what are the features of indirect taxes, GST, what are the benefits. So GST is commonly charged on, पहले कैसे था, goods पे क्या लगता था, VAT, CST, services पे क्या लगता था, service tax. Now we have common. Whether you sell goods or services, it's only the GST. Yeah. And burden is shifted. GST is a multiple point tax. Whoever adds value will pay the tax on that. That we have proved in the first day, pura wholesaler to manufacturer and all that essay. So the burden passes on, of course, ultimately all the taxes are borne by consumer, but still the way it is, the burden passes on. It's inflationary in the nature. Cost and goods and services increase due to levy of indirect taxes. Yeah. It's levied on all the items, including essential and other items, right? It is useful to promote social welfare by checking consumption of harmful or sin goods. These are sin goods or white labeled goods like cigarettes and all, pan masalas. So heavy GST is charged so that the MRP increases and it is less consumed. So that way it is working for social welfare. Wider tax base, yes. Majority of the goods and services are covered under GST, except alcoholic liquor for human consumption. Few things are still there with the state. Tobacco, and few things GST is yet not levied, like petrol, ATF, diesel, and gases, natural gases and all. But majority of the products, I remember when I was a student, and then that time to moderate excise duty tha. So the service tax started only with 3 services. I think telephone, brokerage, one more was there. Okay, and gradually it's like now all the goods, all the services are covered under GST. This is very beautiful. You must write this in exam. And if you can't write the side heading and elaborate, at least in your running point, underline the main point. Regressive in nature. What do you mean by regressive in nature? GST is same for all. Like in income tax, oh, you are earning more than 50 lakhs. Oh, you can pay a little extra tax, pay surcharge. Yeah. Oh, your income is above 2 crore. You can pay surcharge also instead of 10-25%. Are you getting? Higher the income, you are paying more tax. Whereas GST is in this marker, MRP is inclusive of 18% tax. Whether this is purchased by a doctor, an architect, a chartered accountant, a student, or anyone. So this is like, it is charged same for all. Yeah, everyone will bear the same tax. Okay, all persons will bear the equal tax on goods and services. It does not create any difference between rich and poor. People also required to pay equal percentage of tax on certain goods or services. Thus, it may increase the disparities between rich and poor. Yeah, no pinch. Seller does not perceive a direct pinch of tax as it is recovered by him from buyer and then he's paying to government. You know, taxes are indirectly going from your pocket. Everyone is in the chain of the supply, output minus input. What is the value addition? 100 mein kharida, 300 mein I have sold. On 200 I am paying the tax out of. So, you know, it doesn't pinches. Like step by step, whoever is adding the value, and ultimately there is no tax on tax, there is no cascading effect. So like this, if you can elaborate and write. Some of you may be thinking, ma'am, so silly of discussing this, iska bhi exam le rahe hain, iska bhi paper discussion kara rahe hain, isko bhi you are like explaining like the small kid. But this is how you score marks. Don't ignore and go first chapter. You need not buttify everything, but definitely you have to check up with important things. Please comment if this is helpful or not, this paper correction. Yes, all clear until now? Over to question answers. My emphasis will be the major point where students go wrong looking at your answer sheets, I feel. Ritesh of Assam provides following information for the preceding financial year. You are required to find out the aggregate turnover for composition. Very important. Aggregate turnover is definition is important for your composition also. Aggregate turnover definition is important for your registration also. So what do you mean by aggregate turnover? Okay, actually GST registration is state-wise, PAN basis state-wise. But for aggregate turnover, you take all the turnover, okay, including taxable supply, exempt supply, zero rated supply, but excluding taxes. In your sales, you don't have to take the taxes. You don't have to take the interest on deposit and all income on which GST is not there. Okay. So this is rough idea. Very important what I am explaining now is asked in 3 marks question, 2 marks MCQ also. So pay attention, अच्छे से देखो इसको. Or the same definition is there for registration. If you cross the limits of 20 lakhs, you have to register. Some specific states only for goods 40 lakhs, you have to register. Ma'am, but you said that zero rated sales, nil rated sales, इस पे तो GST नहीं लगता. But for counting 20 lakhs, you will. Okay. In the regular class, we write notes. Even though, however good charts I give, we write notes. And after every concept, we solve examples. So it's very clear. Please check up. The lectures are there in YouTube also. Not all, some of them. Aja. Yeah. Ritesh of Assam provides the detail for, actually it should be 23-24. Ye change nahi hua date. You are required to find out the aggregate turnover. Oh, sorry. For 23-24, we have to check the aggregate turnover of the preceding year only, right? Value of the taxable outward supply, including interstate transaction. Yes, we will take that in the aggregate turnover. Value of exempted supply is 70. Out of that, 30 lakhs is interest. So, interest on loan and deposit is not a part of supply only. Usko lenge hi nahi. So, we took 40. Value of inward supply on which tax is paid under RCM. See, very logical. This is like common sense. If I purchase something from you because you are unregistered, because I am paying tax, I am paying tax under RCM. But this is not my output tax. This is my input. I purchase material from you 1,000. On that 100 rupees, I paid the GST to government because you are unregistered. But that doesn't mean that because I am paying the tax under RCM, it's a part of my aggregate turnover. No. Inward supply on which I am paying RCM, it's my purchases, my input. So never include that. Clear? If you understand logic से पढ़ोगे ना सही में आपको कभी भी परेशानी नहीं होगी याद रखने के लिए. Yeah? Right. Value of inward supply on which he is liable to pay tax under reverse charge. Okay. So this we will not take. Value of exports. On export, GST is not there, but for aggregate turnover, you will take. So what is the aggregate turnover for composition? 122. And up to less than 150 lakhs, 1.5 crore, you can go for composition. So if your last year's turnover is 122 lakhs, this year you can go for composition. In exam, you can underline like this. It looks good presentation. Who are not eligible to go for composition scheme? Supplier engaged in making any supply of goods and services on which tax ही नहीं है, exempt है, nil rated है, supply नहीं है, तो no need to go for composition. Supplier engaged in making interstate outward supply. See, I can be a composite. This is asked so many times in the exam. I can be a composite supplier myself. I can buy interstate from Mumbai to Hyderabad, but I have to sell locally. I'm repeating. Composition scheme mein, if I am a supplier, I cannot make interstate supply. But can I buy interstate? Answer is yes. Followed all of you. So these are beautiful small points. If you take care, पूरे marks आपके हैं. Interstate supply किया तो no problem. Person supplying goods and services through an e-commerce operator, they have to pay regular tax. You know, indirectly he's talking about e-commerce participants and also person who is supplying goods and services through e-commerce operator who is required to collect the TDS under this, not that TDS under GST. Manufacturing of ice cream, pan masala, tobacco, aerated water, bricks, blocks, fossils, and building bricks and tiles and all. So if you are manufacturing this, irrespective of your turnover, you are not allowed to go for composition scheme. Supplier who is either a casual taxable person or a non-resident. Okay, what is casual taxable person? I'm feeling like this topic should be done along with registration. Itna similarity is. Again, I'm explaining who is a casual taxable person. I am a registered supplier in Hyderabad, but I go to Mumbai. I'm having a boutique in Hyderabad. I go to Mumbai for 3 days to put up an exhibition there. So in Maharashtra, who am I? Casual taxable person. Can I go for composition? No. Indirectly, I am doing interstate sales. Non-resident taxable person who comes to India and does some activities temporarily, yeah, he is required to register. He can't go for composition. Supplier of services, market, very important for MCQ. You know, when you are in composition, if your turnover is up to less than 150 lakhs, yeah, and for a few states and all, it is 75 lakhs, you can go for composition. And sometimes, suppose I am selling TVs. Now with TV, I have to give warranty for services. So 10% of turnover tak supplier can give service or 5 lakh, whichever is higher. Suppose my turnover is 120 lakh. So 120 lakh ka 10% kitna aega? 12 lakh. 12 lakh or 5 lakh, whichever is higher. Itne tak you can go. Okay. I hope you are getting. Composition supplier for goods can along with goods provide services up to 10% of turnover or 5 lakh, whichever is higher. List any 5 activities under schedule 3. Okay. Give yourself marks. Now see 6 points are there. Whatever. If you have written 3 points, give yourself 3 marks. Same way. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 bits, 4 marks. I hope you are able to give the marks. Abhi yahan I have given more. Any 5, you know, Schedule 3 is like negative list. See, exempted goods and services are covered in section 11. That's different. In section 7, we have the schedule 3, which is negative list. On this, never GST will be levied. So there is a list. I have given the whole list. Out of this, any 5 you have written, give yourself 5 out of 5 marks. Like employee getting services from employer, services by court or tribunal, services given by MPs and MLAs, duties performed by any person who holds post in the constituency and all. Yeah. Duties performed by a person as chairman, director in a body established by central government, state government. ये वाला तो जनरली लिखना चाहिए सबको. सर्विसेज ऑफ फ्यूनरल, बरियल, क्रिमेटोरियम याद रहता है इसलिए. सेल ऑफ लैंड, आई ऑलरेडी गेव दिस इन एमसीक्यू आल्सो. Sale of the land after certificate of completion. Building is ready to occupy and there are 10 flats. You go and buy one flat. The flat builder, will he charge GST? No. He's selling you immovable property. Yeah. Actionable claims other than lottery, betting, gambling, इसमें भी ऐड हुआ है ना, casinos and online gaming. उसको छोड़ के actionable claims are exempt, no GST. Supply of goods by consignee to any other person by endorsement of document after the goods have been dispatched from the port of origin located outside India but before the clearance for home consumption. See, once the goods have come in the port, means ye import to khatam ho gaya. Now before A takes it, A directly sells it to B and B takes it. Okay, right? This is in detail there in finance, so don't bother much. No, this is not that build to ship model. Okay. So these are the cases in which schedule 3, it's like negative list. Out of that, easier employer to employee, burial services, services by MPs and MLAs, services by central government state. ऐसे जो याद रहे 5 लिखना है. This one can be repeated again. That important this question is. Okay. Like and subscribe till exam, please. I'm getting message from YouTube. 55% of your subscribers are, say your watchers who are watching, viewers are non-subscribers. So actually the subscribers should be double till your exam. Then when you go to final or when you qualify, would be so happy. That time you can unsubscribe, no problem. Examine whether the following activities would amount to supply under section 7, read with schedule 1. Okay. Very important question. Is this supply? Then 2 minutes. You know, there are parameters of supply we have seen. Supply should be by a registered person. Supply should be taxable supply. It should be for furtherance of business. It should be for consideration. And supply should be either supply of goods or services. These are the basic parameters. If they satisfy, it is supply. So 7.1a, 7.1b, we have seen all this, right? So schedule 1, it stipulates that supply of goods or services or both between related person or between distinct person as specified in section 25 is supply even without consideration. Okay. देखो पहले तो sorry, I'm misreading the question also. So sorry. Sulekha Manufacturers have a factory in Delhi and the depot in Mumbai. Both these establishments are registered in separate state. Okay. Finished goods are sent from Delhi to Mumbai. Wow. Stock transfers. Stock transfer. Is it treated as deemed supply in schedule 1? Answer is yes. Because GST is destination based tax. Even from Delhi to Mumbai, it's just a branch transfer. But when Mumbai sells, they can avail the input credit, they can give the output and difference. Hai na? So schedule 1 inter alia stipulates that supply of goods or services or both between related person or between distinct person is supply even without consideration provided it is made in course of furtherance of business. For my business only, I have transferred the goods from one state to another. Please write here. Stock transfer is very well covered as deemed supply, even though it's not same. ठीक है, cost to cost दे दो. See, otherwise the Mumbai will not be able to pass on the credit and supply chain will break. So answer to this question, A bit. Is it a supply? Answer is yes. Further, person who has obtained more than one registration in one state, they are called as distinct person. With the same PAN, Dipti Chheda's concept classes, can I have branch in Hyderabad, Mumbai and Chennai? Yeah, it will be treated as distinct person. So in view of same factory and depot are distinct person, therefore supply of goods from factory to depot without consideration. But in further, see, two main pillars of supplies. Is it in furtherance of business? Is it in without consideration? है ना? तो दोनों में से एक तो satisfy होना है. Is supply. It is treated as supply under section 7. Please underline this in your final exam to make the paper characters work easy. And if you have written all this properly, that okay, two distinct persons are there, it's stock transfer, and hence it is a deemed supply in schedule 1, then give yourself 3 marks. Ma'am, I wrote stock transfer and पर मैंने distinct person word ही जिक्र नहीं किया. No, then give yourself 2 marks. Next, Raman is an architect in Chennai. His brother is settled in London. Raman has taken legal advice free of cost, that too for family dispute. Import of services from a related person. How did you decide related person? Brothers. Yeah. Right. So, related person may, the brothers, sisters and all, if they are financially dependent you, they will be relative. And okay, is this import of service? Yes. Is it from relative? Yes. But is it for the furtherance of business? No, this is for a family dispute. It's not taxable. If you remember in class, I have made you draw flowchart to remember this, correct? Huh? Or agar, if you have taken the service, imported a service, even though free of cost, but for furtherance of business, then it will be deemed supply in schedule 1. Dekho. Schedule 1 inter alia says that import of service by a taxable person without consideration is treated as supply if it is in course of furtherance of business. Yeah. And related person, family means spouse and children, parents, grandparents, brothers, if they are wholly or mainly dependent. Yeah. In the given case, Raman has received free legal service. However, in view of this, Raman and his brother cannot be considered as relative only. See, except children and wife, I mean, say spouse, brothers and all are relative if they are financially dependent on me. But here to my brother, he's a well-known lawyer. So he's not related, first of all. Secondly, Raman has taken legal advice for personal matter, not in course of furtherance. So this is not a deemed supply under section 7, read with schedule 1 of CGST Act 2017. Ma'am, why we should write this? Till qualification, make sure if you quote the sections, it's good to score marks in exam. ठीक है? Right? बाद में तो आप act. हाँ. So 3 marks for this, but you have to write both the points. Relatives definition, and second point was what? That it was not related to business. Now, would your answer be different if the above case Raman has taken advice in respect of his business unit in Chennai? Yeah. In the above case, if Raman has taken advice with regards to business use, services provided by brothers to him would still not be treated as section 7, as although, ठीक है, import of service, free of cost, furtherance of business, it's true, it will be deemed supply. But here they are not related only. Brothers will be related if he's financially dependent to him, but he's a very famous lawyer in London, he's not. So no, this is not a deemed supply. 2 marks for this, 3 marks for this, and 3 marks for this. Now, please tell me how many marks you have scored. Don't be shy, it's okay. Chapter-wise exam are to nurture you, to give that the feel कि okay, whole 2-3 छोटे-छोटे topics साथ में आ गए तो हम याद रख पाएंगे. The next exam is on time of supply, value of supply. If you have any doubts, you post it here, or you can comment in the chat box and I'll share you the test series link. Trust me, dear student, every paper is made by me myself with years of 2 decades of teaching experience, MCQ, question answer theory, everything is covered. You write the suggested answer. You will also get the live paper correction video. DT exams are just completed, so I'm not making any wrong promise कि मैं फिर से live paper correct करूंगी. For systematic exam timetable you will get. You write the exam, and that much confidence when you can develop, no, ki okay, I'll prepare for business head, I'll sit on the table taking fullscape paper and write a 45 minutes 1 hour exam, and then do the self correction after writing the exam with the PDF suggested. You will perform very well in exam. You will never say ki ma'am, I got 56 out of 80. Had I attempted 100 marks paper, I would have got full marks. Okay, right? Immediately after this, for the next 30 minutes, there's a link shared in Zoom link, going to be shared in Telegram. So if you wish that you have some one-to-one doubts, or you want to connect with Dipti ma'am for articleship, for preparation of exam, whether we should write one group, कोई उसका रिकॉर्डिंग नहीं रहेगा, कोई लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग नहीं रहेगा, तभी स्टूडेंट्स ओपन अप होके बात करते हैं. दैट्स व्हाट, एंड दैट इज मोर फ्रूटफुल. या so, and do stay connected with this channel. Monday we are starting with this TST classes 11 to 1:30. Already started. 3 to 4 topics are over. You'll get the recording. It's like hybrid mode, you can say. Rest going on, you can attend live. It's for December 24 and January 25 exam. Costing just completed the batch, 32 quality good lectures. And with years of experience, देखो बेटा ये ध्यान रखना, यहाँ गलती होती है, ये अच्छा क्वेश्चन है, ये रिपीट होता है. You will get everything. You will not feel that you are not in the live class. So please, if you have scored 150, 160 marks, 130, जो भी आपका result है, if you want, share it, we'll guide you. But I feel coaching is needed so that when you meet the teacher every day, there is that connection and you work little better rather than doing all self study or all free study. Free lectures are good, I don't deny they are super good, but because they are free, no, you are not that committed. I know some of will be bombarding ki ma'am ye aap kya bol rahe ho. It's a fact, dear students. When you spare some amount also, no, you are no, I've paid money, let me attend Dipti ma'am's class. You'll be after me कि मैम आप टोटल इनकम के सम कब कराओगे, आप आईटीसी का एक और एक एक्स्ट्रा क्लास ले लो, because you want to extract the worth of your money paid. This is human psychology. So go, please don't go for everything free. Pay whatever best you can and attend the classes and score well. And dear students, you're building a base for final. तो ये नहीं है कि कैसे भी जुगाड़ लगा के मैम just help us clear to and get 200 marks or whatever is your score. ऐसा नहीं है, ठीक है? Hope things are clear here and you followed everything. All the best to all of you. Any of you are having any queries, then comment below. Otherwise, we are closing this and I'm sharing the Zoom link. I'm sharing the Zoom link and you can meet me in the Zoom immediately after this. That will be only a 30-minute small live meet. All the best. Anyways, if I can help you, you can help me by sharing this quality good paper correction live with your friends. Question paper suggested answer is every there. But as I said, free तो paper dump हो जाएंगे. पहले डस्टबिन में, फिर wardrobe में, फिर आपके लैपटॉप में इतना सारा मटेरियल इकट्ठा किया हुआ है फ्री का. आई डोंट वांट दैट. सो इफ यू वांट टू राइट सच क्वालिटी गुड चैप्टर वाइज एग्जाम्स, you can message us on the number given 9290065156 or you can email also. इसमें आप क्वेश्चन पेपर के नीचे भी नंबर है, वहां मेल करो. will surely help you. All the best. Bye bye all of you. Next week, yeah, 2 live classes are scheduled. One is costing. That concept of stamp duty value is confusing for students, so we'll clear that. And for costing also, the adless technique. Okay, right. So stay connected and all these classes are live beta. कोई record करके edit करके uploaded नहीं है, तो आप जुड़े रहो channel से. बहुत सारा, yeah, June 24 CMA paper I'm solving. September paper also I'll solve. so that you get to know where you went wrong. Bye, beta. Bye. All the best. Thank you for watching till here. Do comment below if this is helpful to you and do share it with your friends. Bye.